Yeah, I would like to present about the highly secure IoT sensor data logging in the Cardano blockchain. Yeah, our co-authors are Abhra, Adhikari, Muthuraj, Ramu, and me from West Eastern University, Bharath, Ramesh, and from National University of Singapore, Hongxu. We together presenting this. Yeah, we all know about blockchain. Blockchain is a specific type of database. Blockchains store data in blocks that are cryptographically chained together. I hope you all know about blockchain. I don't want much explain about blockchain. It's a decentralized blockchain and immutable, which means that the data entered is irreversible. Once the data we entered into a blockchain, which we cannot tamper the data, and it is a the data will be in public in many cases. So for Bitcoin, Cardano, and Ethereum, this is the scenario. We cannot tamper the data. This means that transactions are permanently recorded and viewable to anyone. So the data, once we are entering to the blockchain, is very secure and non-tamperable. So in our project, we use third generation proof of stake platforms. Yeah, third generation proof of stake platform, Cardano. We use the third generation proof of stake platform. Actually, proof of stake platform is a mechanism to approve the contracts and also to create the blocks. So, what is the advantages of this Cardano blockchain? This first one is the first advantage is the fast transaction. In Cardano, the transaction can be create 1,000 plus transaction can created in per second compared to the Ethereum, which is very less, and it is almost 30 transactions per second. But in Cardano, it is more than 1,000. So the second one is cheap gas fees. The cheap gas fees means the transaction cost. So in Ethereum, compared to Cardano, if we are comparing with Ethereum, the cost was $15 per transaction. But in the Cardano, it was 0.1 ADA. And the third advantage of Cardano is a higher degree of decentralization. The network become increasingly decentralized because everyone can become a node validator in Ouroboros. At the moment, there are more than 3,000 validator pool in Cardano compared to other. In Cardano, there are more validators, more than 3,000. Okay, okay. Okay, fine. And the fourth point we need to highlight is eco-friendly. Compared to all other blockchain platforms, the Cardano is very eco-friendly. It will consume 99% less electricity than other blockchain platform. So the four advantages are the fast transaction and the cheap gas fees, the higher degree of decentralization, and also it is very eco-friendly. So that's why we chose Cardano for this project. Okay. Then next, like actually at OliveIoT, we are doing IoT project. This we implemented IoT with a blockchain. Why we chose blockchain? That is, we all know about the security of IoT system. In IoT, we are generating lot of data from our sensors, but we need to do insightful action on this data. If we are considering an industry, we need to take valuable insights and valuable action for the improving the productivity, profitability of an industry. So one thing is we need to do insightful action with the data. So in order to get the reliable data, like data is the many data are like a tamperable data. Actually, in some cases we use the energy meter data. The energy charges and that are all charged by the data, the consumption of the energy. So, but there are multiple practices happening in the data. So, but with the blockchain, it is not possible. In the IoT, solution. The problem is the tampering the data is one of the major problem in IoT. With the blockchain, we can highly secure the data. The combination of IoT and blockchain entail for deep tech application. Blockchain and IoT can create a very secure, immutable, and a visible ledger with the smart contracts. Functionality to integrate decentralized app accessible by different stakeholders to improve accountability, reliability, transparency, scalability, and secure code deployment. Actually, most of the time in IoT application, the codes are very vulnerable for cyber attacks. But in this case, by using this Cardano blockchain, the codes are end-to-end encrypted, and it is not tamperable. So the codes are very secure. For instance, we can work on a supply chain, but I am going to explain one of the use case we done for a supply chain. For instance, we can work on a supply chain tracker that for vendor, cloud kitchen, and restaurant to trace the food back to farm. This eliminate adulteration, wastage, and profit prioritization that exist in the supply chain and provide healthy and hygienic food at an affordable price. In this use case, we track the entire supply chain from the production of the food item from the end consumption. So the food served in the restaurant can be expensive and unhealthy. This is one of the major problems we are facing. We don't know the source of the food and priority existing in the supply chain. We make every stakeholder visible in the supply chain. In this use case we have done, we make everything, the product visibility, like each and every destination of the food materials was tracked by our IoT sensors. Then the traceability enable food companies to target product affected by food safety issues, minimizing trade interfaces and any potential risk to public health. So while supply chain vulnerabilities are evident in cross-border transport, this project could close the intrusion loop for potential criminals along the supply chain and thus reduce food fraud. Yeah, this is one of the practical use case we have done in a food supply chain. Key challenges in implementing the IoT. We all know about IoT is a combination of hardware and software. One of the key challenges is hardware. We developed a cost-effective hardware. Wired, there are with respect to hardware, there are wired hardwares, wireless hardwares. Then there are different communication protocols. Then there are reliability, security, and scalability issue. And these are major challenge normally we face in implementing IoT. And in this case, what we done is normally the normal IoT, we send the data to the cloud centralized platform. But in this case, what we done is we directly fetch these data into a blockchain as a local information blocks. So this as an encrypted data. Okay, other challenges we face, economic and other factors may reduce the degree to which such objects are designed with adequate cyber security capability, causing data breach. As I told earlier, there are the data breach and loss is one of the major problem in IoT. What we done is the encryption of these data through blockchain and the end-to-end security. So since we done the end, we know about the end-to-end encryption of the WhatsApp data and all. So like if we done the encryption in this blockchain, so the data was secure in our application. With the another problem was with the growing idea of IoT, we face a major challenge of scalability in IoT. So like if there are a lot of data, then there is a scalability issue normally we face with respect to IoT implementation. In this case, the Cardano, like we can IoT account support thousands of devices. In this Cardano platform, it support thousands of devices and thousands of transactions per second. So like in our prototype development, it was very reliable and thousands of transactions was able to handle by this Cardano. Sensor performance parameter and ongoing cost of data. So yeah, the Cardano platform is very compliance to standards and interoperability. So it was compared to other centralized cloud platforms, it was very reliable and it is encrypted and it support thousands plus transactions and also compliant to the standards. So these are one of the diagram of the edge node and it transfer the data to the cloud Cardano blockchain and the data was visualized in the user interface. Actually, two slides missing. Yeah, this 1 second, 2 slides are missing. Yeah, 2 slides. The one is video. Video, it is video for how we implement with our right for this. Oh. This meeting is being recorded. Yeah, this is the slide. We want to showcase that how we fetch the data from the hardware, from the IoT sensors. This data is sent to the Cardano blockchain, and once the data was sent into the blockchain, it was non-tamperable, non-editable. Like this is what how we are fetching the data in the IoT sensors. The each data have a timestamp and a unique ID, and yeah, unique ID and timestamp. In this, like we send the temperature data and the details of the food supply. So yeah, the next one is how we are logging the data into the blockchain.
This is the temperature sensor we are using to record the current room temperature.
Yeah, this was the sensor we use for the temperature sensor, and the particular room where the food materials were kept as 26 degrees Celsius, and that temperature data was sent to the Cardano blockchain. So, as a conclusion, I would like to say the nexus between the blockchain and IoT can secure the data data which we are mainly in industrial IoT. We are generating vast amount of data, and we can, by using blockchain Cardano, we can secure the data and the IoT application. Most of, yeah, that is my conclusion. And thanks for giving this opportunity for presenting. And also, I am very much thankful to Dr. Bharath Ramesh, the lecturer of West Sydney University, for helping us in this project. Thank you. Thank you.